Stellenberg and Durbanville may only be 5.5 kilometers apart, but today 70 minutes separates one of these two sides from becoming the champions of the northern suburbs. For Stellenberg, it's pretty much a case of remaining unbeaten in the northern suburbs over 2017 and 2018, while for Durbanville, it's a chance to do what they haven't done before and win this inter-schools fixture since it became official in 2007. With me in the commentary box today is Charles Greef. Charles, good day.
Good day, Justin, and thank you. Yeah, it's a wonderful day here. Fortunate, beautiful weather. Perfect for the game today, and yeah, very excited to see how these two teams go against each other.
And also Durbanville, well, last year they struggled against their northern suburb opposition. This year speaks differently, and as a result, there's a lot of hope in the Durbanville camp that they can produce an upset, Charles.
Yeah, there's been a wonderful day's rugby as well here. Some very close games in the junior groups. On the 14, on the 15, Durbanville won by 3 points. On the 16 game, Stellenberg won 7-5. So I think it all sets up for a very, very competitive game here for the first team game.
As well, for some of these players, it'll be their final game for their schools, especially the captain of Stellenberg, Josh Miller, who has played for his side over 50 times. Durbanville likewise, players that hold the key for them are Jean-Andre de Klerk and captain Mondre Titus, the scrum half. And Charles, if Durbanville have any chance today, they have to nullify the Stellenberg pack.
Yeah, they will be wise to try and keep the game as steady as they can in the forwards and use their dangerous outside backs to try and counter against Stellenberg. But yeah, I think it's a big task to...
Durbanville, well, they're led by Mondre Titus at 9. Watch out for the big tight head prop, Jared Pretorius. Also the open side flanker, Angelo Folotti. Powerful players there in their centres, then Pulsar and Jean-Andre de Klerk. Watch out for them. They will cause absolute havoc. Fullback Zander van der Westhuizen also provide some speed from the back. Stellenberg led by Josh Miller at the back, number 8. And then also watch out for the big tight head prop, Place Dippenaar. He likes to eat halfbacks for breakfast. The 4, Nahum Johannes as well, has got a lot of pace for a lock forward. The freak of nature, Dylan DeLeo, only 16 years old, 99 kilograms. He's a big unit, and 1.99 meters. And then Headley Hadlow, the number 12. Number 10, Niven Peterson, he's the general. And at the back, watch out for Aliko Msangana, who's become an overweek sensation. Tharquin Manuel has a lot of pace at the back as well, and he's electrifying. Emotional times for both these sides. Of course, some of these players will be in grade 11, and they will get another chance in this fixture next year. But it's hard to believe. In your screen there, Dylan DeLeo, only 16 years of age, the lock forward.
Dankie Durbanville. Hoërskool Stellenberg.
pride and passion at its absolute finest here at Stellenberg.
Just a few minutes until we get going here. See, the principals are being introduced to the teams. Durban will be playing with a little bit of with the wind at their back in the first half. So we'll see how they'll use that to their advantage.
So for Durbanville, it's a question of being a derby or being a wannabe. Do they have what it takes to overturn the Stellenberg side for the first time in many a year? And the fly off Niven Peterson, Erwin Meyer, the left winger.
The ball.
I think this is a sign of champagne rugby, Charles.
We can
The
only
party
hope.
is on at the moment. What a special occasion. Inter schools. It's the ultimate fixture after a great week of rivalry. What is going through these players' minds, especially the matrix? Outside centre, Jean-Ray de Klerk. He is going to have a massive game. And can the forwards of Durbanville stand up to Stellenberg's forward pack? Big players there, Jason Janssen and Justin Cupido. Final thoughts now. It's now or never. 70 minutes will determine who are the kings of the northern suburbs.
It's always one of those tricky ones, the inter-schools game, where kind of everything builds up to the whole week. Schools come to a standstill almost. Lots of show and dance during the week, and also different leading up to the game on the day itself. I mean, there's almost a 40-50 minute wait between the second game and the second team game and the first team game. So you never know what's going on in the boys' heads. And this extra time gives them a little time to get nervous, I guess. So we'll have to see which of the two sides adjust best to the kind of a change in routine.
Watch out for inside centre Len Pulser, the number 12. He's a pearly centre and often gets over the advantage line. Cairo van der Westhuizen, the open side flanker. We're almost ready to go. Be repped by this individual. Formerly did stats for SA Rugby. Mondre Titus, the captain, with a mix around at kick-off time. Durbanville with early possession, but it's gone forward.
Oh, it's a wonderful opportunity first up for Durbanville there after Stellenberg failed to field the ball. That's the kind of thing that you need to fall for you in an inter-schools game to get into the game.
Mondre Titus, the captain, played for Western Province B at the Craven Week a few weeks ago. He's got a face full of mischief. Keegan Hubert, his opposite number, at number 9 for Stellenberg. Josh Hubert puts it to boots. Great take there by Durbanville. Mondre Titus goes left to Vian Smith. Possession for Durbanville. Titus finds a runner. Luciano Peterson. Great running there by Durbanville. Titus goes on the blind side, pops it to Vian Schmidt, the loose head prop. Titus looking very composed at scrum off Fires it away to Jared Pretorius, the big tight end prop. Fabulous stuff. Back to Pretorius, but he coughs it up. Play on, Cairo van der Westhuizen, the open side flanker, to the rescue. Great stuff there from Durbanville, Charles.
Yeah, wonderful play through the phases. I mean, I think they're definitely the side that settled first here. I mean, it would have been lovely for them to have the ball in hand for a while, kind of go through a few phases, and then a beautiful run there by Jared Pretorius that broke open the defense there.
Big tight end prop, only 16 years of age. He's a massive unit. A sense of tension early on in the ground. Keegan, you better feed. Durbanville putting the pressure on.
Seems that Vleis is struggling a bit against Vian Schmidt there on the loose side for Durbanville.
Vian Schmidt, of course, only in grade 11. Built up a lot of experience this year. The loose head prop. You bet again. Better scrum this time. Miller, once again off the back. Pops it to Headley Hadlow, the inside centre. You bet. Vleis Dippenaar. You bet. Looks for some territory. A contestable one though for Titus. And Mondre Titus does well. He flickers like a phantom, but he's throwing a loose pass. You don't want to give it to Imson Ghana, the right winger for Stellenberg. Titus goes blind. And so far, Charles, this is really feeling like a derby. Both sides testing each other out.
Yeah, a couple of silly mistakes also creeping into the game. So definitely got the feel of a big inter-schools game. And let's see what the first lineouts got in store for us.
Cupido doesn't find his jumper. Titus really looking like he's in control despite one or two mistakes. Here's Starquin Manuel, the little wizard. Look at the feet go and look at the speed go. And that's a high tackle. This could be big trouble and it could be costly for Durbanville.
Manuel made some good meters there. He's also a short guy, so it's difficult to tackle him.
And Manuel, of course, also played for Western Province Bees this year at the Youth Weeks. Next season, he still has another season only in grade 11. The little wizard. And Stellenberg, with their first real opportunity to get some points, what can they bring to this line-out? And can they make a statement on their home turf? Cupido to throw. Deleu, it's not the best feed in the world, but Stellenberg do have it. Flirting on the 22-meter line here are Stellenberg, picked up by Janssen. Juice, they call him. You bet to Peterson, to Hadlow. Space on the right for Manuel. Jimson Ghana looking for the opening score. Tharquin Manuel really close. Stellenberg want to make a statement here. Naum Johannes, the number 4. Hubert goes left. Peterson with the show and go, still going. Lets it go. It's advantage to Stellenberg. Really close now. Can they cash in? Janssen. Great defense by the Derbies. Peterson fires it away to Postman. To Tharquin Manuel, great hands, and the opening score by Liko Msangana.
Oh, beautiful try there by Stellenberg. Kept their patience, worked the ball both sides of the field, and Msangana over in the corner. Big psychological blow that for Derbies early in the game. they would have liked to have one or two good defensive outings initially in the game. But yeah, good score by Msingana.
He's become a try-scoring machine. Only recently been starting for his first side. And Niven Peterson, who has scored 248 points for the first season for his first team over 2017 and 2018. And can you believe it? He's only in grade 11. He will have a third season for Stellenberg. Can he add the extras? Drags that to the left.
Yeah, so let's see if what Durbanville will do here from the kickoff. Probably trying to get a contestable kick to put some pressure on like they did from the opening kickoff.
So we see Uberia firing it away to Peterson.
Beautiful.
Eugene Bosman laying it off to Manuel. Manuel wasn't greedy, and Msingana gets another treat.
A beautiful time pass on Peterson there to his outside centre, skipping two players.
Mondre Titus again. He decides to go the other way. Advantage to Durbanville. So Durbanville really need to make a statement here next.
Yeah, again, I think already early in the game is a big moment. Almost feels that they found a little weakness in Stellenberg on the with the kickoffs here, and if they can put added pressure here from this, I think it'll be crucial to them. See, also lined up there, the left wing, the Tue at the inside centre position.
Watch out for number 13 in the scrum cap, Jean-Ray de Klerk. Will he feature in this play? If Durbanville can get the scrum right. Exciting backline they do have. Big number 8, Ruben Uester for Durbanville. Also a strong customer. Titus. Uester struggled there. Great play by Keegan Hubert. Menacing at scrum time. Cairo van der Vestes and lays it back. Stellenberg getting in their stride here. Peterson, great running there. Thorpen Manuel, turbo charge. He toes it ahead. Peterson in trouble. But the little general finds touch.
Oh, beautiful cover defense there by Titus, but wonderful counter-attack play there by Stellenberg. Johannes putting the pressure on at scrum time, and Cairo van der Westhuizen like an engine that never stops as he fights for every single meter he's got.
Luciano Peterson doing the mop work at the back. And Stellenberg right where they want. Cupido. Durbanville doing well to try get the turnover. And Juice, he'll be difficult to bring down. Hubert has to dig. He lays it away to Peterson. Msingana, the danger man, beats one. Goes to the offload on the inside. Stellenberg have advantage. Great running again by Janssen. Gets through a lot of carries, the loose head prop.
And the referee brings him back for the knock-on. I think there was a penalty going to Durbanville there, but so the advantage gives Stellenberg the scrum just 5 meters out from the Durbanville line. And I must say Stellenberg looks very dangerous, their backline play this afternoon. Peterson really getting his backline away nicely.
And Manuel's as well looking devastating at the back. Will this be a case of mission impossible for Durbanville from the scrum? Hubert to feed. Play on, Hubert to Peterson. Headley Hallow. Hubert. Peterson. He's flickering all over the place. The fly off. Nahum Johannes. The lock forward. Juice is waiting for it again. He likes this part of the field, but that's great defense by Durbanville. But we go back for the penalty. Tap and go by Hubert. The scrum off. Try time, Keegan Hubert. Stellenberg doing extremely well in the opening 13 minutes here.
Yes, Stellenberg being relentless with the pressure they're putting on there. Often in a game like this, you would have probably gone for the 3 points, but I think Keegan Hubert realised that the moment was right for him to take the quick tap and snuck in next to the post.
Like all good scrum offs do, they catch you napping. Wasn't interested in the 3 points, tap and go. And he has a try in his final game for his school. Peterson this time with an easy conversion. And he should make no mistake here. $250 points it is for Niven Peterson in a first team jumper.
So I'm sure Durban will again try and attack this kickoff like they have. Maybe trying to keep possession of a little bit and build some momentum, putting some pressure on.
Mondre Titus, what does he have up his sleeve? The little number 9. This time, he goes deep into the 22 to Irvin Meyer. Decides to look for touch. And it's a decent clearance there, Charles.
Yeah, solid clearance by Meyer there. But I don't think Durban will be too unhappy with the result there, getting the position inside Stellenberg's half. And let's see if they can use their line out to attack from.
Durbanville really need to get their backs into the game, but their forwards need to lay the foundation. Good line out. Titus does well. Juster is waiting for it. And he receives. Titus. He has a chance now. Great running from Durbanville. Chandra de Klerk. Good defense by Stellenberg. Stellenberg looking like they've got Durbanville under the cosh here. And Derbies, well, they need a little bit of magic. Luciano Peterson goes on his own. Titus back to the left to Kobus Jordan, the hooker. Stellenberg trying to steal it. Titus, pass has gone behind. Cairo van der Vestes, and he's like a predator, the open side flanker. Peterson, away to Len Pulser, beats one. Great running from the inside centre. Titus, Jared Pretorius, 2 big runs so far from the tight head prop, but he's in all sorts of trouble here. Manages to go to ground. Luciano Peterson skips it to Tinian Detoy. This is great defense though from Stellenberg. Durbanville aren't really going anywhere, and it's been poached as well.
Yeah, beautiful turnover there by Cairo van der Vestes, and real open side flanker steal there.
It's having a cracker so far. This has been stolen again. Derbies this time. The Vol not giving up here. Luciano Peterson, Jean-Ray de Klerk. He'll have a go, beats one. The sensation. Almost going all the way. What a run from Jean-Ray de Klerk. That time it's Peterson working the blind side. Derbies score here, they're back in the game. Advantage. They have to make it count, Durbanville. Luciano Peterson, the fly off at scrum off this time. We come back for the penalty.
Like we said before the game, the outside backs of Durbanville could be very dangerous, and already a couple of times Pelser and de Klerk managed to get into gaps with the ball on the outside, and yeah, it's making wonderful meters there.
If you give Jean-Ray de Klerk a little bit of space, he'll make you pay. And he almost went all the way. What a sensational score that would have been. And it would have been a flicker of hope. Needless to say, Durbanville have another chance now.
It looks like Nivan Peterson took a knock there. Got up very gingerly there.
Mondre Titus. And Cairo van der Vestes, and well, Charles, he's been a standout so far. The open side flanker.
Yeah, it's a real wonderful player to have in your team. One of those guys, you know, you're always going to get 100% from him. You almost wish you had a team full of guys like that.
So do Derbies have what it takes here to cross the whitewash? It might just put some doubt in Stellenberg's minds if they can succeed here at the scrum. Titus feeds. Stellenberg trying to counter it. Titus. Len Polser. It's there for Titus. Really close here, Durbanville. Luciano Peterson, space on the outside. Len Polser goes on his own. The inside centre scores an important try, Charles.
Game on now. Looked like Stellenberg was almost cruising early in the game, but now with that try, making it 12-5 with the conversion to come, it's definitely game on.
Leonard Polser, he only knew one way there. Titus feeding it to Peterson, terrific hands. And if you give a player of that caliber some room to work with, he'll take a country mile.
Really been impressed with Pelser and de Klerk this afternoon. They look deadly with ball in the hand. I mean, they keep playing like that. I mean, this is going to be a long afternoon for the Stellenberg backs.
What a battle though it is, these two centre combinations. Bosman and Hadlow for Stellenberg taking on de Klerk and Polser of Durbanville. Both centre combinations have been performing really well in 2018. De Klerk with a chance to add the extras to make it a 5 points ball game. It's really on here, Charles. It's really on.
Yeah, beautiful conversion there by de Klerk. See, Nivan Peterson is getting some attention again. Looks like he'll soldier on one more time.
So Durbanville, they've definitely arrived. And Stellenberg will look to put them back under the cosh here. Peterson with a hanging restart. Fortunately low for Durbanville, they've got it back, Charles, because that could have been trouble.
Yeah, it's Cairo van der Vestes, and again it managed to scavenge that ball away from Durbanville. Unfortunately, Bosman losing the ball in the tackle there.
Both front rows, plenty of size there. And then Headley Hadlow, my goodness, that inside centre is also massive, Charles.
Yeah, probably 94 kgs or so. He takes some stopping when he's carrying the ball.
Titus. They look to crash it up instead of looking for touch. Titus for territory.
Very good exit there from Durbanville. Setting the ball up, creating the space for the halfback to kick from the base and clearing it all the way to the halfway line. Coach will be proud of that.
It's a wonderful kick there. There's a sense of patience in both teams' play. Cupido. And that is Skew. So Durbanville, they'll love that. And this is also a dangerous part of the field here. Plenty of space. Can Durbanville unlock Stellenberg's defense? They've done it 2 times through Jean-Ray de Klerk and also the tight end prop Jared Pretorius. So they have no problem, Charles, with breaking the defensive line.
I see the whole back line is set up on the left hand side of the field, so I'm sure they'll be looking to unlock them now.
Peterson, and here we go. Space on the left. Jean-Ray de Klerk decides to take contact. Titus is there again. Angelo Forlotti with an interesting ball, and as a result, it has gone forward.
It's an unfortunate knock on there for Durbanville. But yeah, Stellenberg will maybe try and settle down a bit. Almost felt that they, the minute Durbanville put some pressure on there, they look like they're a bit uneasy at the moment. So
interesting to note too, Stellenberg school's only about 30 years old, where Durbanville was founded in 1827. But it feels like in this derby that both schools have been around for 200 years, Charles. It's a capacity crowd here.
Yeah, I mean, there's people standing on all around the ground, on embankments everywhere, and penalty there against Vleisels coming in.
Fian Schmitz getting the praise there, with Kobus Jordan the hooker and Jared Pretorius the other prop. Sander van der Westhuizen, and that's a really disappointing kick there, looking for that 5-meter line, Charles.
It's a coach killer, that one. Just you're back in the game, managed to win a penalty at the scrum, and all you really want the Fly to do is kick the ball out on the 22 and use that as an attacking base.
Pretty interesting that they're not using Jean-Ray de Klerk, the experienced veteran, to kick for touch. Sander van der Westhuizen only in grade 11. But I suppose if you hit the 5-meter line, Charles, Stellenberg would have been in all sorts of trouble. Headley Hadlow looks like he's standing at first receiver here. He's looking like a miniature buffalo, this character. Gives it to Peterson. Manuel. It's danger again. Darwin Manuel burns his first player. Every time he touches the ball, Charles, something happens.
It's unfortunate, almost like he switched the ball into the wrong hand then, couldn't quite get the pass away to the inside man. But beautiful run, and again a beautiful pass from Peterson again. Pinpoint pass to find the outside runner.
Also great play there by Stellenberg, mixing it up, putting Headley Hadlow at first centre. Everybody thinking he's going to take it up, gives it to Peterson and all that space on the outside.
Let's see if Stellenberg can try and win a line out. But unfortunately, again, not in straight.
It's really surprising, Scholl.
I mean, in the Leo, they've got probably one of the best line-out jumpers in the country for his age group. To not be able to find him in 3 line-outs consecutively is really disappointing.
And both those players, Cupido and DeLeo, are provincial players as well, so it's not just one of them. Anyways, that is keeping Durbanville in the game, and you get the feeling that if Durbanville can somehow stay within 7 points going into the break, anything can happen, Charles, in the second 35. Uesta to Titus, looking for another good touch finder.
Another very good kick by Titus there. Really been impressed with his kick from behind the rucks, taking the team all the way up to the 10 meters line.
The skipper leading by example. Both schools, well, it's really about bragging rights for a full entire year, and that time it's much better. Keegan Hubert to Peterson. Josh Miller with a great line in the outside channels there. Advantage to Stellenberg. Keegan Hubert. Juice Janssen once again. So many carries for the Lucette prop.
Unfortunately, the ball again goes into touch there. It's the last pass that couldn't go to hand. I mean, also Juice has been very prominent in carrying the ball for Stellenberg, testing the Durbanville defences around the edges.
Kobus Jordan with the feed. And this time they poached it, Dylan DeLew. The tall man. Another big collision there. That time it was captain Josh Miller. Peterson with a switchboard to Hadlow. Hubert, Peterson back on the inside of Cairo van der Westhuizen.
A bit isolated there. Fortunate to still get that ball.
Hadlow once again. Great rip by Durbanville. Well, they're certainly looking like derbies at the moment. Chandre de Klerk with the clearance. That's majestic. Chandre de Klerk. What a kick that was.
Wonderful touch finder. It seems referee van der Westhuizen calls off time here to have a chat to one of the players.
Jared Pretorius, the prop forward. We'll see a lot of him next year as well.
Mountain of a man.
And Mondre Titus. And there's your man, Charles. Hashtag Jade Brigade with Cairo van der Westhuizen leading his troops. Kobus Jordan, the hooker.
Fly off Peterson, that's down. It's also received a little bit of a knock on their head, but actually looks like he's going to be leaving the field. That's quite unfortunate.
We might actually see Mondre Titus going into fly off here with Peterson going off the field. Look at that man, Jonathan Ngango, the prop forward. We might see him later. And it looks like Diago Michel is coming onto the field to replace Peterson.
Looks like he's gone into 15 and Chad Pels has gone to 10 and Zander van der Westhuizen has gone to 12. Quite a bit of a shuffle on the back line.
Cupido, Hubert, Peterson, Eugene, no, it's actually Josh Miller, the number 8 and captain. It's slow ball for Hubert. Dylan DeLew, the 16-year-old, can you believe it? Vleis Dippenaar.
Did well there to keep control of the ball.
Peterson, space on the right. Darkwin Manuel. Cupido, he's got Ghana. And this will be interesting whether that was deliberate from Michael, because he saved a certain try, Charles.
Been given a yellow card. And a penalty try. Sure. It looked to me that he almost managed to intercept that ball. Of course, the score ticks over to 19 now with no conversion needed for the penalty try.
It'll be interesting to see what actually happened there. Because from here, it certainly looked like that was almost the intercept, Charles. Especially if it was an attempted catch.
Yeah, I definitely touched the ball the first time. Let's see what the replay.
Cupido doing the right thing here. I don't know if that's a forced knockdown there, to be certain.
Tough call there for me.
Because it looked like his hand was going up and across.
And I mean, also almost collected the ball as well, so.
Cupido. Peterson. With a terrific kick, but not finding touch. So what did Durbanville have here? Sander van der Westhuizen. Darkwin Manuel, you don't want to kick it to this fella. Finds Peterson. The navigator with a great Gary Owen there. Darkwin Manuel. Oh, this is magical from the fullback, Urban Meyer. This is great stuff. Can you believe it? Niven Peterson. Oh, what an amazing try.
It's a beautiful try that started with the catching of the high ball from Darkwin Manuel and back and forth.
Well, it's just amazing. You just see how quickly, Charles, the game can change. A decision going in the way of Stellenberg, and now a moment of absolute brilliance from Darkwin Manuel. He's not greedy, this fella either. Irvin Meyer back on the inside.
Manuel again with a beautifully timed pass there. And also well done for Justin Cupido there for realizing the ball is meant for Niven Peterson on his inside, and with a dive over the line there, made for TV.
So it's 24-7. If this goes over, it will be 26-7. Peterson makes no mistake. And Charles, well, Durbanville, they've really got to keep going here. Despite being a little bit unlucky, they need to stay in the game, and they desperately need to get the next score.
I mean, it's in the space of a couple of minutes, the game's turned on his head. I mean, it was a real clash, tight one, only 5 points in it, and penalty try and the beautiful try from Peterson now has really turned things around.
Titus. And it's not going the Derby's way at the moment. Perhaps a bit rattled.
It's well done there by Peterson again, realizing that the ball's going to go over the dead ball line, letting it go. Second time the unforced error there by Durbanville, kicking the ball over the dead ball line.
Keegan Hubert also done well to marshal his forward pack. Just a shout out to Liberty and School Sports Live for bringing you this broadcast. We are spoilt. Hubert. Headley Hadlow. This time he decides to take it to the line. Hubert. Dylan DeLieu with a flick pass to Flace Dippenaar. Durbanville trying to get the turnover. Peterson, this time with an interesting kick. but he finds touch.
I think Peterson spotted that there was, with the fly-off being in the bin, there was a bit of a gap there. But unfortunately, the ball bouncing to touch and could have been trouble for Durbanville there.
Kobus Jordan, well, he'll be under pressure. The Durbanville hooker. Derbies or wannabes? That is the question for Durbanville. Can they overcome this change in fortune and just crawl their way back into this fixture? Charles, there's been a lot of stoppages in this game.
Yeah, I see there was another player that's left the field now. See the coach also had a quick word with the referee. I think they're trying to just clarify who they're allowed to bring in, who they're not allowed to bring on, as well with the play in the sin bin.
Kobus Jordan with a vital throw before half time. And they go for some trickery.
Forced into touch there by Fleiss. I think the one last play for this half.
I think Durbanville were hoping that would be half time, Charles. We see Hensie van der Merwe is on for Durbanville. Keegan Hubert, well, he's selling his back line. Let's get a fifth try and put this game out of sight before half time. Just so much firepower in this back line.
I see they got Hadlow in that flat position again.
Hadlow! And he's lost it forward. Durbanville breathe.
Oh.
And that's half time. Stellenberg 26, Durbanville 7. Thoughts, Charles?
Yeah, so it's a very close first half actually. I think the score a little bit almost didn't tell the true story. I mean, until probably 5-6 minutes ago, it was still 12-7. Durbanville giving Stellenberg quite a hard time, and then of course the penalty try and the try from Peterson that kind of turned it on his head. Stellenberg will have the advantage of the win in the second half, but let's see what Derbies can do with the ball in the hand. I'm sure if they keep the ball in the hand, the backs of theirs will be able to bring them back into this game.
So we saw 3 tries from Stellenberg and a penalty try, 1 try for Durbanville. We're taking a half-time break. Welcome back to Stellenberg High School. It's Stellenberg 26, Durbanville 7. Do Durbanville have what it takes to crawl back into this game, Charles? That's the big question.
Yeah, I mean that's the big question we'll have answered in the second half. If I was the Durbanville coaches, I think I would just repeat to them what the performance was like when they kept the ball in hand, used the outside backs, and used the space they had. I think they found Stellenberg wanting at times on the outside in the defence. And if they just keep that, I mean, like you said earlier, the most important thing is the next score. If Derbies can get the next score, I mean, in an inter-schools game like this, I mean, it's game on. Like you never know. Like one try can lead to a second, and then everything's open up again.
And despite the scoreline, Charles, they've been a lot more competitive this year, and their teams in under 14, 15, and 16 are really looking good.
Yeah, under 14 games, Durbanville won 10-7. Under 15, they won 16-13, and like I said earlier, the under 16 game was won 7-5 by Stellenberg. So I mean, I think this sets up wonderfully for the next few years for this clash to be really close and competitive.
Unless there is a twist in the tail, of course, Charles. Marius van der Westhuizen, the man in the middle. And Bosman, the outside centre of Stellenberg, has also had a great game. And Niven Peterson, the player who finished off the try so far in the game. The point scoring machine in 2018. That was actually his 5th try of the season as well. And when he is on song, Charles, he's difficult to stop. Peterson gets the second half underway. Irvin Meyer, that did not go 10. Unlucky there, Charles.
Yeah, very unlucky. I mean, it looked like just 5 centimeters or so would have done, but I mean, well collected by Meyer at the wing, making sure that you don't unless you give the ball away to Durbanville in a situation like that. Rather collected, take the set scrum in the middle of the field, and set your defence from there.
Derbies or wannabes? What will it be from Durbanville? They've got 35 minutes. Titus in his final game for his school. He feeds Justa to Titus. Titus has a go. He beats one. Great running. Some inspiration from the captain. Into the red zone. Durbanville go. But beautifully counteract here by Stellenberg.
A big moment early in the second half, that counter-ruck.
It was great running from Titus. And it's a pity he didn't have much support, and it's a penalty to Stellenberg.
Almost looked like Pretorius managed to turn that ball over there, but Van der Westhuizen saying that they didn't roll away from the ruck. And Peterson will gladly take this ball and put it into the Durbanville half.
He shanked that. Here's Titus, the inspirational captain. He has the clerk on his outside, the toe ahead. Very interesting. Msangana, the right winger of Stellenberg, in possession. Keegan Hubert gives it to Juice. Peterson almost intercepted.
Yeah, that might have been the big moment that Durbanville would have wanted. Intercept there. Could have swung the tide in their favour.
Imagine the previous intercept paid off. Yeah. But this time just deemed to be a knock-on.
See Michel's back on the park, served his 10 minutes for an infringement called by the referee.
And it's just those things, Charles, those tiny few inches that make a massive difference. And it's hard to blame Michel for that. Keegan Hubert will feed. Josh Miller, the big man, so many meters there. What a carry that was. Hubert goes on the blind side. Msangana received the ball there from Dylan DeLiu. Hubert, Flace Dippenaar, the Elephants. Peterson, Hadlow with good hands. Yes, the awkward manual. Really been good in those outside channels. Peterson with a loose pass. And then somehow Durbanville lose it again. He has Cairo van der Vestes and fends one. Msangana looking for a second. Msangana, look at the feet go. Oh, this is magical.
Oh, it's a beautiful try there.
What a score by Msangana. Absolute magic. Second try of the game.
Beautiful offload as well there by Van der Vestes into Msangane. Beating 3 or 4 defenders there on his way to the line.
Msangana also only 16 years of age, and he is already a hero. The little winger. Those of you Stellenberg folk will know that he literally single-handedly beat Rondebosch, and then just look at this. Great stuff. Stellenberg in their stride now. Peterson. Well, you can't ask for more than that. Off the posts, so close. Stellenberg in the driver's seat at the moment.
Durban will be looking for a way back in this game now. Need to get the next score to apply some kind of pressure on Stellenberg.
So Titus, the skipper, with the restart. Great carry here. Great gather and carry there by Cupido. Dippenaar with the pick and go. Good defense there by Derbies. The Berg looking like a well-oiled machine. And what it, well, the ref, the assistant ref there, a little bit confused to whether that went out on the full. And it is. So Derbies now with a chance, Charles.
From inside, now with position inside Stellenberg's half, 22 rather. So let's see if they can get some momentum here from this line out and launch an attack.
Jordan to throw. Juster, Titus, Leonard Pulser, the man who scored Durbanville's only try, to Clark. They need to get him more involved in this game. Titus. Derbies. Well, what do they have left in the tank? There's still 28 minutes to go, yeah, plenty of time. Now Jean Mouton, and he gets a big hammering tackle there from Headley Hadlow. Derby is holding onto the ball, but Stellenberg really trying to get the turnover here, and it's a penalty.
Yeah, so Stellenberg been penalised there for not rolling away. Starting to look some bit of a better enterprise of rugby here from Durbanville, moving the ball from side to side. Let's see if they decide here. I'm sure they'll kick for touch. Oh, it's a massive hit by Hadlow there.
We might see Hadlow playing at loose forward next year, Charles.
Yeah, I mean, it seems that he hasn't stopped growing. Oh, beautiful kick to touch there. Look for a moment here that might not be out, but yeah, couldn't also better attacking position now for Durbanville.
Jean-Ray de Klerk finding some distance, and as a result, 5 meter line out here. Derbies need to capitalize on this opportunity. Jordan to Juster. So can they get the tank going? Derbies, yeah, they go. Looking for a well executed maul, they really close. Marius van der Westhuizen. Great defense there from Stellenberg, Charles.
Well held up there, but I mean, also good momentum there from Durbanville, getting them at least over the try line, making sure that if they don't score the try, at least they have the scrum 5 out.
So Durbanville with another chance. 5 meter scrum. They have to get the scrum right. Just under 25 minutes to go. Titus. It's gone down. Juster picks it up and has a crack. Dylan DeLiu trying to hold it up there. Stellenberg with great defense. This will be interesting. And we're going to come back for another scrum.
Setting up a nice maul there again, Durbanville from the base of the scrum. It just seemed that they're just struggling to get the ball to ground there. But good defense from Stellenberg there, positioning their bodies well there to make sure that the ball doesn't go to ground.
Well, Derby's, their backline is their potent weapon. So surely they should give their backs a crack here with Big Pulsar and Chandra de Klerk in the centres. They usually always get over the advantage line. Titus. They go to the backs. Michel with a pop pass there to Pulsar. Len Pulsar. Space on the right. They go on their own. Hold up again. Third consecutive time, Charles.
Wonderful defense here by Stellenberg, keeping Durbanville out. Almost thought there for a moment Titus had snuck over.
Some of these players will be realizing that they've only got another 20 or so minutes in a first team jersey, and they've got to make the memories count here. Titus, he's one of them. Juster to Titus, chance for Michel. Stellenberg are like scavengers, and they won't give Derbies an inch. Titus skips Jordan. That time it's Bjorn Smith.
Knock forward there by Stellenberg. I guess you could almost say that was similar infringement to the one in the first half that caused Durbanville to lose a player to the bin. Still wonderful attacking position. to Durbanville here, deep inside Stellenberg 22.
And this is vital for derbies as well because they've been camping here, Charles. And if they can't score, yeah, it'll be a demoralising blow for them. They need to make it count. Titus. Will he be the inspiration once again?
Scrum wheeling there. Obviously have to reset it now. I'm sure Durban will be looking to try and get a solid base here to attack from. And it seems Flash Dippenaar has got a problem with his ankle or his knee.
Well, I think he's done well at 120 kilograms, lasting 50 minutes. And there's another big boy, Jared Pretorius.
There's also some running repairs there to another one of the Stellenberg players.
I'm sure Flace doesn't want to go off because he might never ever play again. Unless it's sevens or something. Charles?
Yeah, so we do have the 7th season coming up, but I wouldn't anticipate Flace being in the front of the queue to make the Stellenberg 7th side.
I'm sure if you went and told him that, you'd try to prove you wrong, Charles.
I'll probably stand a few meters away from him when I say that to him.
So it's been a great turnout here at Stellenberg High School. Of course, on Tuesday, the Baby Box played, or rather the SA school side, should I say. And they're playing against England at 2 o'clock out at Sachs. Also up country, it's Paulus taking on Grey Bloom. And that will decide who is number 1 in the country. But right now, it's about whether Durbanville can score next. Three times Stellenberg have managed to hold out Durbanville. Can they succeed again?
Dippenaar being penalised again at scrum time. He's really feeling the pressure on that side of scrum against Vian Smith. And Durbanville's decided quite smartly to opt for the scrum again and keep that pressure on Stellenberg.
So Durbanville really need to put the hammer down now. The skipper feeds. Titus to Pulsar. Little pop. Intercepts. This could be all over here. This could be good night, nurse. But Diago Michel doing well to backtrack. Still going Eugene Bosman. He finds Paulson to Irvin Meyer. This is stupendous stuff here from Irvin Meyer. Marius van der Westhuizen has to consult. Irvin Meyer. And the flag is up.
Yeah. Beautiful intercept there by Eugene Bosman. And unfortunately for Meyer, unable to convert. And as we're back on the other side of the field, it seems there's another prop forward that decided that he needs a bit of a break.
We just see like thieves in the night, Eugene Bosman. Diago Michel did extremely well to chase him down. And then Irvin Meyer, really close again, showing good strength.
Beautiful back tackle there by Jean-Ray de Klerk there.
Irvin Meyer's made some good memories in 2018, scored the winner against Sachs. And that game was at Sachs as well. Very explosive and strong. So Derbies somehow are on their own try line here. Juster with a good take. Stellenberg initially laying off the maul. Derbies, well, they have to go a country mile here. They've got the advantage. Kobus Jordan doing the dog work. And we come back for the penalty. Charles Derbies desperately need to get their backs involved in the game here. That's where they're potent.
Yeah, they're so threatening the first half using their backs. I mean, a couple of times now using the maul, not being successful. I mean, made a couple of good meters now, but I really think that they are asking more questions of Stellenberg on the outside. That they'll get rewarded for that.
Chandra de Klerk doesn't find touch and he sends it to a danger man who gives it to another danger man. Manuel gives it to Hadlow. Lets it go to Bosman, who's come to life in the second half. Keegan Hubert, Niven Peterson wraps it around space on the left. Cairo van der Westhuizen like a bulldozer. Hubert to Nahum Johannes. And Janssen loses it forward. Jared Pretorius, the tight head prop, picks it up. Titus to Michel, to Sean Mouton. With a little bit of a show and go back to Michel. There's space on the left. Wonderful stuff here from Durbanville.
Wonderful skills there by the Durbanville backs to keep the ball alive.
Play on. The race will be on. But Msangana, no, we're coming back.
So I think Durban
no advantage.
Durban would have fancied a little bit longer advantage there.
Just remember to keep interacting with us across all social media platforms.
Yet another stoppage here.
.15 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for a few tries. And at the moment, Stellenberg handsomely ahead here. The tightest Derbies have got to beating Stellenberg was 2 draws back in 2012 and 2011 consecutively. Can you believe that? A 3-all draw in 2012 and then a 23-all draw in 2011.
Yeah, those were two very good games. Those, I mean, earlier years there's a couple of those low-scoring games. There's a 6-3 win for Stellenberg in a very wet and rainy day in 2009, and 2007 a 6-0 victory. So, fortunately today we've had a few tries, a little bit more scoring on the board. And
here they go. Andre Bester, the second team player, picking it up at the back. Pulser. Chandra de Klerk, he can be devastating. Great offload. He has a chance for Michel. Eduardo Nenge with the ball back on the inside at Titus. Derbies not giving up, but yes, Stellenberg, and they're dangerous on the counter attack. Will Stellenberg have a crack from their own 22? Or will they just compose things like they've been doing the whole game? Peterson finds a lot of space. Pulser is at the back. Van der Merwe to Pulser with an up and under. It's all over the place. Stellenberg. Looks like it's there actually for Derbies. They go blind to Chandra de Klerk.
Again through the half gap there, really been tough to bring down.
He is Derby's player. They need to get the ball to him. Jared Pretorius, the unit. Titus frees it up for de Klerk. Having a crack. Michel with a great step. That was wizard-like from Michel. There's space here. Denny and Detroit. Somehow, Stellenberg are holding them out, Charles.
Somehow, Durbanville managed not to score there. Some beautiful play there again. I mean, again, their backs are deadly. I mean, Jean de Klerk, almost every time he touches the ball, he gets through a half gap.
Perhaps. Well, it is end of season, Charles. So a lot of these bodies, they've been through a lot. Both schools have played about 20 games each. And that's also over the space of about 4 or 5 months.
And there was a June holiday break in between where some of them played for provincial rugby as well. So, I mean, some of these boys probably played north of 25 games this season in like you said, in probably 5-6 months. I mean, that's professional rugby-esque, like schedule that for a player that's of this age. It's very demanding on the body.
His face dipping out. Well, it looks like he's lasting the whole game, yeah? He's got 59 minutes on the clock. He'll be telling his friends about that. Andre Bester, the blondie, only in grade 11. And Conwar Conradi is on at half-back. And what a service Charles Keegan-Hubert has done for his first side.
Yeah, I had a wonderful game for number 9. I mean, it's one of those games where you almost didn't notice him. Clean service he gave to his backs, kept his forwards going forward. I mean, you can't ask more of a 9.
You almost get the feeling that there's been about 6 or 7 tea parties during this game. Plenty of stoppages.
Making sure the commentators are prepared for this game. That's Michel's back on his feet, got some strapping on his right knee.
So Stellenberg, will they do the ordinary, or will they decide to run it? It's only 10 minutes left of the season. Miller, the 50 capped veteran. Stellenberg have the penalty.
Playing the scrum off there without the ball at the ruck. I mean, it's really a silly mistake by Durbanville.
Peterson makes sure of it. And now they got some space to work with here, Charles, off this line out. Cupido to throw.
Sherber looking to find Leo.
What a rugby CV that boy has already. Conradi, Peterson, Cairo van der Westhuizen, Eugene Bosman. Here comes Stellenberg.
Oh, Jesse Herber on this one there with the offload.
Msangana going for a hat-trick. But Derby's denying it was a forward pass as well.
So let's see what Durbanville's got left in the tank here. Under 10 minutes left in the game.
The Stellenberg faithful, no worry in their minds. And it certainly looks like they'll have the bragging rights for yet another year. For Derbies, it's a chance just to show off in this final 8 minutes. But it's Stellenberg now. Hadlow to Peterson, to Eugene Bosman. There's an overlap here, but a loose ball. But Jesse Herborn there.
unfortunate forward pass there, so we'll back down again for the scrum.
So Titus. Then Pulsar. Difficult catch there. Chandre de Klerk. He's wrapped up. Just great hands there from Then Pulsar. This is not what you want to do against Stellenberg. Give the ball away. Peterson. Back to Josh Miller, the captain. Another barnstorming collision there. Conwell Conradi has to dig. Almost another intercept, and this time it's a penalty. Jared Pretorius, this time the guilty party.
Flays the penalty, taking control there, putting his players away there.
So what is the outcome going to be of this committee? Only about 6 minutes to go. Vian Schmidt there on the left.
Seems like he still had another word or two, even after the lecture from the referee. And Bola Conradi looks like he wants to have a crack. And he takes the ball.
Bosman beats one. Herborn, the replacement player, getting a chance. Conradi to Juice. Jason Janssen. Penalty to Derbies. So Chandre de Klerk will look to find touch. And this time he finds touch.
A very good touch finder there by de Klerk. Taking his team all the way onto the 10-meter line of Stellenberg.
Kobus Jordan to throw. Ruben Neustadt doing extremely well, the 8th man. Great running from Pulsar, almost breaking the line. Titus to Jared Pretorius, who's played his heart out. The tight end prop. Titus goes on the short side. Stellenberg trying everything to hold them out, and they do. Well, Scholl, it's time for man of the match. Who is your Liberty man of the match?
So I think there are a few contenders today. I think Nevin Peterson played very well from that 10. I mean, dictated the game well there. I mean, Josh Miller had quite a few good runs as well. I mean, Cairo van der Westhuizen is always all over the park. So I think, I mean, just for the way that he controlled the game, I think Nevin Peterson, and with that wonderful try that he scored, I mean, a couple of wonderful passes to put his back line away. I think I'd give it to Nevin Peterson.
Deliu to Cairo van der Westhuizen, one of the standouts, especially in that opening 20 minutes. Peterson, the point scoring machine. Just under 3 minutes to go now. And will there be a flash of brilliance? Short. It goes from Kobus Jordan. Here comes the ball. Loose ball again.
Unfortunate knock on there by de Klerk. Looks like Durbanville's bring out another substitute late into the second half here.
Placed up a nice stall there, Charles. The whole front row of Stellenberg.
Looks like they earned their stake for tonight, playing the full 70 minutes here.
I think Place is going to need 2 or 3, Charles. Conradi. Will Stellenberg have the final say? Peterson looking menacing, but he decides to go for distance. Happy to just put Durbanville back into their 22 to close out this game.
A very good kick there by Peterson. I mean, playing the situation very well there, keeping the ball inside the Derby's half, making them go full length of the park to try and put some points on the board.
Well, this will have to be a coast to coast for Durbanville, and it's a dismal line out. Josh Miller, the captain, with one of his final touches, if not his final touch. Cupido with a great ball to Conradi. Andre Bester trying to get the turnover. Eugene Bosman with a skip ball to Herborn. Jesse Herborn with another touch, and it's gone forward. Charles, can Derby score a 95-metre try and have something to write home about?
I'm sure they're going to try it. I mean, they've struggled a little bit in the second half to get going. At moments they had good momentum. They were on Stellenberg's line, applying the pressure. So let's see if they can give something to give their supporters something to cheer about.
Well, they got to get it to Jean-Ray de Klerk. That's a fact. And Titus, amazingly, decides to go for touch. Even under all that pressure, it is the final minutes, maybe, in his career for Durbanville.
The stadium clock shows there's 3 minutes left, so maybe some of the stoppages that the referee van der Westhuizen had will give us a few more minutes of rugby here.
Cupido. It's scrappy, but Stellenberg still have it back. Peterson to Headley Hadlow. Jesus, kid is good. The inside centre. Blaise Dippenaar. You'll have a crack. But good defence there by Derbies. Niven Peterson. Show and go. Looking for a second. Back to Conradi. Enterprising stuff. Herborn. Jesse Herborn. Conradi goes blind. Msangana. He's got a hat-trick. Incredible.
Might have to rethink that man of the match award we gave out earlier. But a beautiful time pass again there by Conradi as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, Liko Msangana, the 16-year-old, he could have almost had 4 tries if Michel didn't get in the way with that attempted intercept.
Yeah.
What a Euro, Liko Msangana. 4 tries, or 3 tries, should I say, at interschools. And you'll be doing it again next year.
So if you look at the replay here, you can see, it's actually Peterson with just a little touch pass there to put his winger away in the corner.
Charles, he must have about almost 10 tries now in the season. And you can just see there, it means a lot to the boys. Liko Msangana and his teammates cherishing the moment. And Peterson with a chance to put the icing on the cake here. with a difficult kick. Decent attempt there. Is there still time? Looks like there is.
So we treated here to a little of extra time here in the rugby, so it's wonderful.
The Stellenberg faithful, the party is just beginning, and they will party all year. That's for sure.
I can see the scholars already on their feet. They're ready to rush the field if there's going to be a victory.
Titus sends it to Irvin Meyer. He gives it to Peterson with another healthy boot. There's only about 30 seconds left on the stadium clock. So perhaps Durbanville with a final chance. Joster, and it's Skew. The Stellenberg faithful counting down the clock. What does Josh Miller say? Does he want the party to start right now? But it looks like he wants another scrum. He says, let's get another try, boys.
Now let's see if Stellenberg decide to play this ball.
Conradi to Peterson. And Headley Hadlow knocks it down.
Oh, couple of knock-ons there to end the game, unfortunate.
And that is that. Stellenberg, once again, are the kings of the northern suburbs, Charles.
Wonderful victory for them today. I think to sum it up, I mean they took in the pressure from the Durbanville side early in the second half very well, and ultimately I think that broke the Durbanville side's back, being unable to cross the whitewash in the second half, and deserving victory for Stellenberg.
The party will carry on all day long. Stellenberg have not lost against northern suburb opposition since June 2016. Final score, Stellenberg 36, Durbanville 7.